It's a privilege to be here today. In fact, quite intimidating to be among such renowned psychiatrists and, as they say in common parlance, the shrinks. That is something which actually has to be propagated. That mental illness is also like any other illness and it can be treated. It is nothing to be shunned. Gone are the days when the stigmas, even a common man coming from Ranchi or Agra, used to be ridiculed. Agra se aaya hai. Well, that is something which we have to emphasize, that this is nothing but a simple case of illness which can be treated, and in majority of times not even by medicine, by simply talking and giving them counseling. Today's life is full of stress, full of contradictions, problems which have solutions, which do not have solutions, and everything is stress. And that is where everything starts, right from childhood. Whether the child is able to perform or not gives stress. Whether in the job you are able to perform, as a college, your parents want you to be a doctor or an engineer or a very successful businessman doing his IIM somewhere or IIT. This is something which causes tremendous stress in the society right from childhood. And the result normally is that either they get depressed or they start turning to substance abuse. Let it not be only alcohol or drugs. It can be as simple as whitener abuse. I find that street children in Hyderabad, they have taken to whitener abuse to a large extent. And all it needs is by people, by the society, and by you to acknowledge that, identify that, and address. It's such a simple affair that a simple counselor can do miracles. In fact, I do not see a person, including a psychiatrist, who has never suffered from some kind of mental ailment at one point or other. You'll all be depressed sometime. You'll all be anxious, every one of us. And once we start acknowledging that yes, it is a problem with all of us in the today's society, that is when the stigma goes. It is, again, I would like to emphasize, I would not like to say much, though I can talk about it for hours altogether, how things go wrong and what all can go wrong. And ultimately, there are a lot of times when we as policemen have to deal with those deviants. Because if not treated properly, they turn to abuse, substance abuse, crime. I am really privileged to be here today. I want only one thing from you. Please send this message across. Talk to people, talk to media, talk in every gathering that you can, and you simply say that this is nothing to be worried about, nothing to be felt shy about, nothing to be kept in the cupboard, that somebody has a mental illness, it can be cured, and the person can be restored as a normal human being to the society. I hope this onerous task that only you can do, you will carry out. Thank you very much for inviting me today. All the best.